for the great city of Baton Rouge. As you are well aware of, it is officially the campaign season, and the great folks that are affiliated with Capital City Republican Women have put together an opportunity for you to get to hear firsthand from candidates running for various races throughout this great area. So without any further ado, we'll get started. Is Minister Betty Claiborne here? Did she ever arrive? All right, if you don't mind, yours truly will take the liberty of leading us in prayer as we start this afternoon. Bow your heads, please. Lord God, once again, we come to say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to see this day, an awesome day that you made with your hands and allowed us the privilege to be a part of. We thank you particularly for this afternoon and this conscientious group, Lord, a group that has dedicated itself to bringing forth the best of candidates to serve these thy people. We ask a special blessing as well for the candidates that are here that took the opportunity, time out of their schedule, to come and share with those that will elect them to serve. We ask that you grant traveling grace, dear Lord, to all those who are en route. And we ask that you extend that traveling grace to those that are here when it is time for us to depart. We ask these blessings and all others in the darling and marvelous name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
At this point, we will have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Northwestern Elementary's very own Talia Keller.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this point, we'd like to bring forth Sarah Holliday, the president of Capital City Republican Women, and she will welcome one and all. Sarah?
Thank you. Ooh, I love standing on this stump. Good evening, everyone. Will the members of Capital City Republican Women please come forward? I also like to show off our club. Robin Kanoy, you just in time. Come on over. Yes, we have men that are members. They are associate members. They support us in all our efforts that we are doing. But on behalf of Capital City Republican Women, our officers and members welcome you to this event. Part of our mission is to educate the public, political education in the community. And we've taken liberty. This is our first annual old-fashioned stump speech, which means there will be some more every time there are elections going on. And we picked Yvette Marie because it's an old-fashioned place. We go in conjunction with our theme. The stump speech derived in the 19th century, and politicians would go from town to town, saw off a tree stump, and campaign to give their platform. So I'm one of the people that believe in the basic, going back to the basic foundation, the principles of the Republican Party, but we still must examine our candidates and check them out for ourselves. And that's what this is all about. Thank you for coming and welcome.
Before we get to the meat of the matter this afternoon and the introduction of the actual candidates themselves, just a brief history. Tony Boudreaux, are you here, sir? If you would, come and give us just a brief overview and history, if you will, of this very special piece of architecture that we have this evening.
Hi, if y'all notice, my name's Tony Boudreaux, and I was just up here with fellow members of Ccrw, and I think it was 2 meetings ago, we talked about this event, planning it, and Sarah has this kind of spell on me. She is like such a dynamo, and she has such energy, and she looked at me, she looked around the room and said, we need somebody to come up with a stump for our stump speech. Well, I got to thinking about it. Well, before I thought, I raised my hand and said, okay. And when I did, I got to thinking about a stump. I said, you know, stumps are heavy. If we got a real stump, I don't know about y'all, but I could feel my back hurt just the idea of dragging a stump around. So, me being a frustrated woodworker, I went home, looked around my garage, and I said, hey, I got enough stuff here, I can put one together. And we put together this stump. It's lightweight, weighs about 30 pounds, and for anybody who's a candidate that's concerned about whether or not this will bear their weight, 3 of y'all can get up here, no problem. It's designed to hold candidates full of hot air, and pardon me for saying so, it'll also hold a candidate that's got a little BS with it. Okay, so it's nice and heavy duty. The most important thing about this stump, and before I go too much farther, it's made out of stuff in my garage, but you see the bark on this thing? I want to give credit to my wife. She helped me pick out the fabric that was bark looking and actually sewed it and put it together. So I got to give some kudos to her for doing that. The most important thing about our stump, though, is I decided, and Sarah told me to do whatever I wanted to as far as decorating it and putting it together. And I thought it was really appropriate in today's day and age where we're lied to, or where we have things misrepresented to us so much by the news media, by politicians, by people that want to tell us what they want us to think, but really don't tell us what to know. So there are 3 words painted onto the top of this stump, and I like to just go over those 3 words with them. They're simple, and I ask our speakers to really keep this to heart when you get up here and talk to us, and I'm sure you will. 3 words are, speak the truth. And I couldn't think of anything more appropriate to put on this stage where we're going to hear messages from our leaders and people that want to guide us and represent us. So I was really happy to work on this project, and I hope it sees many, many years of service to us and our community. So thank you.